Hello everyone. Today, my name is Jessica and with me today is Ariel, Khalida, Mafaza and also Mariam. So today our group will be presenting the outcome of the interview that we had with our former students experience during online learning. So without further ado, I shall pass the presentation to my friend Mariam.
Okay, so this is my student's experience. This is the screenshot messages of her experience. Okay, for the analysis, here are the issues and the challenges. There are three challenges. The first one are the first one is low internet connection, which is you're unable to hear teacher's voice during class. For the solution, I prepare a backup lesson plan which allows students to access the lesson slides and exercise when their internet connections are getting better. And then for the next problem is health problem. She get infected with COVID-19 and unable to join online class. So as a teacher, we should be sympathetic and check up on the student regularly. And if can, give donation. And for study, provide revision for the students after she has recovered for the things that she missed. And then the last one is this distraction at home, which she have to fulfill the responsibilities as a child at home. So for the solutions, teacher have to discuss with the parents for the responsibility of the students as a student as well. And then for the role as a student, Sundins mentioned that students should focus in class, ask for homework if did not join the class, and lastly, to study hard for the examination. For the next one, I'll pass to Faza.
Alright, next slide. Okay, this one is Alia's interview. This is the screenshot of my interview with her. Now let's go to the analysis part. Okay, this is Alia's analysis. There are two challenges or issues here. The first one is the internet connection and also the distraction at home. Internet connection is because she has a very severe internet connection problem and sometimes couldn't join the Google Meet session with me. For distraction at home is because she often stay at her grandma's house. And for the solution for the internet connection, we decide to provide lesson recording for her to watch offline. And for the distraction at home, we decide to give her tasks based on the recorded lessons and also give her a little bit more time to submit any task or homework. As for role as a student, of course, she have to make a revision based on the offline materials given, submit homework on time, and also study hard for English. Okay, next one, I'll pass on to the Khalida.
Okay, so for the third interview, this is my former student's interview for Hannah, and then this is the analysis of the interview. So the first challenge that she had is with a poor internet connection whenever she's outside of the house. So the teacher should advise her students to stay inside of the house during the lesson ongoing. Okay, so for the second one is that she easily distracted with her surroundings. So her parents should provide her with a suitable place to study at home. And then for the third one is time management. She said that the teachers gave lots of homework with limited time. For this, she should go and try to talk with the related teachers and try to explain to her problems while having the class. Okay, so the last one is she is less interested in doing homeworks in the subjects that she's not preferred. So our suggestion is that maybe the teacher should make more interesting and interactive class to attract the students to coming to her class. Okay, so for the roles as a student, Fahana shared that she should finish the given homework on time and be a responsible student. And the last one is she should respond to the teacher's question whenever they ask her. Okay, so the last one.
Okay, the last interview is my former student, Amira. Okay, next come to the analysis part. She mentioned the first issue she mentioned is new learning environment that she sometimes she may feel intimidated and uncomfortable. As there was no related exposure before the outbreak of pandemic, so teacher is suggested to prepare warm-up activity and also turn on the camera on to provide the more comfortable surroundings And the next issue she faced is sometimes she may feel awkward and lonely due to the school's grouping system, as the school is reopening now. So we suggest that teacher provide emotional supports and provide group activity to let them mingle around their friends. And lastly, she also faced the internet issue, but it didn't really affect much on her online lesson. Maybe a teacher can just repeat instruction or ask students whether they are clear or not. And lastly, as for the role as a student, she thinks that she should complete all the tasks in order to achieve good grades and to live up to the parents' expectation. Yeah. And lastly, next.
So to conclude all the challenges and solutions, we have divided both into two categories, which is external problem and also internal problems. So the problems listed in the external categories are unstable internet connection and also inconducive learning environment. So how do we solve this? We come up to a few solutions, which is first, send lesson recordings, backup lesson plan, and also giving students homework for the unstable internet connection. And the second one is by making sure that teacher and parents have good relationship in order to understand better and know what is best for the students. Next, teacher needs to be attentive to the students' need and be proactive in taking action to those needs or problems. And then the next category is internal problem. So there are three things listed in this category, which are health problem, learning attitude, as well as personal emotions. So how do we tackle this problem? The first of all is by giving the students emotional support, give donation, and provide revision on the lesson that she missed for the health problem. And the next one, learning attitude, we suggest that the teacher and the parent should provide an encouragement and motivation to the students. And lastly, uh, as for personal emotions, we believe that students require emotional support, and it is up to the teacher, parents, and their peer to attend these emotional needs, and as well as to be attentive to each student's need, which is also, yeah. So thank you. That is all from us. Thank you very much.